This is a brand new way to play the Aria of Sorrow randomizer. Fuse added this like a week back. Enemy stats are now shuffled, and very conveniently, it'll show you what's changed. So this is a pretty mediocre shove. It'll take Poison Fist. And maybe Altair. No, I'm gonna stick with Maneater for now. So take a look at the bottom right of the screen. You'll see some cryptic text. Zombie minus HP plus attack. Resists FL, which is flame. So because of text limits, Fuse had to get pretty creative. But you can figure out what's going on. You can parse that. And I asked Fuse about the difference. It's up to like 200% plus or minus. It's pretty significant. So we're gonna try this with Panther first. See how things go. It does apply to bosses. It does apply to Chaos and Julius both. That's like my favorite part. The first time I did this, Chaos was minus attack and nothing else was different. It was so sad. Legion is another fun one if you get some unlucky rolls. That can get really interesting. Alright, here's Panther. Now, from what I understand, the way it works, it's a combination of 3 either buffs or debuffs as a max. So enemies can have 2 or 1, but the limit is 3 and the minimum is 1. So every enemy will be at least a little bit different. I'll take Graham for now, for the range. Okay, correction here. It actually can be 0 minimum. Thank you, Fuse. I'll trust the Devin chat on this. Whoa! What happened to Skeleton Knight's name? I know we're limited here. That doesn't look right. Let's see that again. Ulton Knight. My favorite enemy. Nice loop. Alright. Nothing up here. That means I'll have to go all the way down the corridor. While I'm traveling, I'll share some thoughts on this particular way to play. I do think we should really try out a tournament with enemy stat rando. It's definitely a cool variant. Number 2, I think getting good at this is going to require you learn how to read what's at the bottom right as quickly as possible. Alright, what is RQ? I believe that's resist curse. So I gotta be able to process that in like 0.2 seconds, not 5 seconds. Too slow. Oh, by the way, does anyone know where Jaguar is pretty nice? I've seen, HL. There it is again. I wonder what that is. Probably holy. Ooh, awkward. Unless Flight's here, this is gonna be something dumb. I'll have to go all the way back around. Let's see. First book. Giant ghost from where? Not even gonna say it. I'm locking it in. Nice. So, here we go. First boss with the changes. It's not Creaking Skull. Minus defense. Weak to SL. Weak to slime. That was really easy. SL is probably slash. That can't be right. This game doesn't have slash element. It's got sword element. Fuse, might I recommend changing that from SL to SW? And I'm being completely serious. Yeah, actually, it's sword element. Let no one forget. I don't care if I'm predictable. I'm gonna bring that up every time today. It's sword element. What do we got? Is it Skula? Oof. Well, enemy stat rando or no enemy stat rando, sometimes you get a bad seed. Thank God for Panther. Yes, thank you. That's another one of my favorite pieces of trivia. Guns are sword element in this game. To be fair, in other games where guns are slash element, that doesn't make a lot more sense. Some axes are sword element, other axes are neutral element. I do agree. I think gun being pierced does make more sense as a rule, if you're gonna give it some kind of an element. Very linear seed. And only one major check here. Let's do this route for fun. The cool thing about this route is that if you find the major check early, on top of this being a little bit quicker anyway, you can just bail instantly, which is pretty nice. Nothing. Nothing, but I'll take it for the multi-hit. Nothing. It's gonna be last possible check. Ooh, good bonus though. Okay, at least we got some good stuff. Rangina Sphere and Manticore. Both pretty dang good. How about a Manticore duel real quick? I won the duel. What was Manticore weak to? Who cares? Everybody in this game is weak to Manticore. Okay. It's gonna be a nice garden warp right here. Yeah, I'll definitely need to update some of my tier lists for sure. There are a lot of new tier lists I want to make as well. But some of them, especially for Dawn, where there have been a lot of shifts in the meta, that needs an update big time. I'm gonna skip all those checks up above. Hopefully I'm not missing out on anything too good. What a weird seed. Let's see if I remember how to do this particular dive kick. Good. Wait, hang on. What's the abbreviation for merman? We'll see it again in a second. It was like merman. Let's see that again. Yeah, it's merman. Merman. That's my favorite. Speaking of merman, thank you for the Stolas drop. I'm doing it. Here we go. I don't really remember how to do this. I'm so out of practice. Easy. Not gonna go all the way up though. Let's just suspend on out of here. So it's either gonna be down, or maybe Eastern is the exit I need. I'm gonna try this first for sure. Oh! Okay, there we go. That is a big plus attack stat, my god. That damage was so much higher than normal, so I'm getting knocked back. Brutal. I am afraid of Tritons in this seed. Alright, so to get to top floor quickly, I'm going to warp to Reservoir, and for Garden, I'm going to warp to Chapel. I will try my best to remember. I guess it's Eastern. Let's go Eastern. Oh geez, the Triton again. Now Triton has the plus 16 strength. Exactly. It's alright, I got some healing to blow here. I really hope it's not plus attack Big Golem. I might just die. Here we go. Oh! Ouch. And let's see those stats again. Minus HP. Oh, never mind, it's not stronger. Man. I guess Golem's always just pretty strong. I guess that'll have to do. And a black cloak, right? Yeah. This area is always pretty scary with bad armor. Plus attack would make it even worse. Hoping for minus attack on the fish heads. By the way, meta update. Because of the new tasks for this game, which mostly impacted Julius mode, but also impacts Soma mode, any kind of inbound zip is banned. Which sadly includes the boat zip. You'll never see that in rando races again, unless someone's looking to forfeit. But for the road, let's see it one last time. Look at how cool that is. Oh, it's Bale. Nice empty quarters. Ooh, nice. Hang on. I'm glad I checked this. Sword is definitely worth picking up. I'm not sure why it is, but in like every Castlevania, Ice Brand has something interesting about it. So in Soten, for example, it's my favorite weapon, because Dracula was supposed to resist lightning, fire, and ice. Because of a programming mistake, it does not resist ice, making Rahab's Sword endgame viable. In this game, I think it's fair to say that Rahab's Sword is the last weapon, the weakest weapon, that is just barely still chaos viable. It's almost like a cutoff weapon between good and mid. Always seems to work out that way. Except in Dawn where it's bad. In Dawn it's like a mid-bad cutoff. Plus defense gargoyle, pretty scary. I'm used to these enemies being pretty frail. Favorite weapon in this game is Excalibur. Very useful, fun to use. Oh my god, hang on, let's see that again. Yeah, I was gonna say surely plus attack Gladiator. I was within 2-shot range. But yeah, on top of all that, Excalibur is a great gimmick. Let me go top floor first. I've got to face my fears and fight the Tritons. I'm running low on healing now. In a typical randomizer tournament for this game, players can start to be pretty aggressive with their HP, because damage thresholds, they change a little bit depending on your defense, but it's mostly predictable. With plus and minus attack, I think people are gonna die more often using this preset. I think that'll make healing more valuable, the shock more valuable, just to give yourself a little bit of breathing room. Someday I might try an All Souls with enemy stat rando. That sounds chaotic. I want to dive, pick up here. Thank you. Okay, so at this point, I think it's fair to say enemy stat rando matters, but not quite as much. I think I'm ready to win. Although, you can tell this thing, nice rune ring. Oh my god. You can tell this is a plus HP lubricant big time. Look at how many claim hits that takes. My god, plus HP succubus. Gotta just tank that one. That's alright, my offense is great, but my defense is still pretty lousy. Haven't found claim lying around in a rando seed in months. Also, that's a good point. The reason why the gargoyles weren't taking a lot of damage from the claim, they resist wholly. So if you see that RHL on any boss, claim is not going to be great. Of course, it could get lucky and they're weak to it. Alright, so we got 2 majors behind Graham. Do I even bother? Alright, let's fight the boss. I want to see as many bosses as possible. Alright, plus HP. That's almost twice as much. No claim would have been brutal. Like, that fight with the Rahab sword would have been so rough. Where to now? I do have flight. So... honestly, still not too many options. Let's try dance hall entrance. Plus HP skeleton. Resist wholly. I can also predict there are going to be a lot of surprise bonks when runners think they're going to kill an enemy, and they don't. Also, now that we have, like, the framework in place for this, I don't see why Fuse couldn't, like, increase the percentages. Like, imagine an insane mode or something, a nightmare mode, where it's plus or minus 500. You run in to, like, a cow or something, ooh, and you're dead, Juste style. That could be a great time. We'll call it Juste mode. You ever get one shot by an owl? Now you can in Aria as well. Will I include this into Max Rando going forward? I think I have to now, for sure. Alright, so Galamoth isn't going to lead to anything important. And I've already got the second best weapon. You know what? Let's check out the boss. I said I would do as many as possible. And then I'm gone. Yeah, we might have a situation where Julius is weak to Holy. Minus HP. Weak to Slash, aka Sword. Oh my god, minus HP Big Golem. Small Golem. Microscopic Golem. Anyway, do you see the 7 on the tracker? I cannot believe it. This is the most stacked study in history. I can promise you no other seed ever rolled has had a 7 here. This is the first. And is that weak to Holy? No. There's so much damage, I'm kind of surprised. Alright. Giant Ghost I just got. Dead Warrior I have. One more. Hippogriff. Also good. I should mention that if, for example, an enemy is weak to something like fire, and it rolls resist fire, they don't cancel out. The weakness is replaced by the resistance. So yeah, by the same logic, I think Bone Pillars remain weak to Holy, because they do in vanilla, unless they're specifically contradicted by the stat reroll. I think that's how it works. There's the final book. My god, there's still 2 more majors here. Gladiator, I'm not sure. Don't have it yet. Alright, Death, let me see some big buffs. Plus defense, resist slash. And I'm still doing 101. Let me try something less top tier. That's still pretty good. So these must be pretty modest rolls here on the percentages. Almost death. That was the right idea. So to recap, Hippogriff, Undine, a book, a bunch of canisters, man. What a study. You know, they say knowledge is power. And that's go mode. And go mode. Let's go win. That was indeed the GOAT study. Is this a PB? I'm happy to say, of the 2 enemy stat randomizers I've played, this is the quicker of the 2. This is a world record you're witnessing live. I'm doing 43 to gargoyles. Rough. Graham is also gonna get some buffs or debuffs. Can't wait to see these. Plus HP, resist dark, weak to, wait a minute, weak to stone? Oh, I wish I had Cockatrice or Milliken. Can you petrify Graham? If you have a little something like that, I wonder. Can you petrify Chaos? Maybe it just does higher damage, but imagine. Alright, so... I already forgot. Dead Warrior, I think? Yeah. Now something I don't think anyone knows, I'm not even sure if Hughes knows, is if you get a plus HP thing here, does it apply to phase 1 or phase 2? That'll affect the counting on Basilisk Seeds in a big way. Also, if like you don't see it quickly enough, here's the bestiary. It's updated. It's a little crowded. You can take a peek. Oh, okay, here we go. Yeah. It looks like junk text, but it's not. Yeah, it's its own language. I'm fluent in English and Aria. Finally, I can say I'm bilingual. You know what, I'm gonna go back to Hammer. Maybe he's selling a Milliken. or a cockatrice. I'll also take something curse related, just in case. And I have Poison Fist for poison already. Muramasa good. No Milliken. No cockatrice. Alright, that's fine. So, if one of these two remaining bosses is weak to curse, I'll have a way to test that out. Is that updated, by the way? So we have minus HP zombie, 14. I honestly forget what zombie normally has. Is it 20? Okay, so the HP value does get updated. Very cool. All right, Julius. I tried to use scan. I got countered with Omni. Plus HP minus attack. Okay. Going with the bulky build. Really, really bulky. It's too bulky. My slide's doing one. No more MP healing. I've got Manticore and an S tier weapon, and it's still phase 1. If you wanted to hear this song for longer in the rando, play enemy stat rando. What a duel. Now I think phase 2 is going to be the same. This should probably be 2000 HP. Oh, I'm gonna check HP after, don't you worry. You know what? This feels longer too, actually. I think my theory is wrong. Maybe both faces get HP. Oh my god, he's not dead! Fuse Y. Okay. Belmonts. You ever fight a Belmont with 10k HP? Jeez. That was sick. That's the best showcase so far of why this enemy stat rand is awesome. Sure, I'll take that. It is single chaos. But if it's super insanely buffed single chaos, that could be useful. Yes, that's young man Julius HP. That's Julius in his 30s. Actually, wait a minute, 30's still old. That's Julius in his 20s. By the way, yeah, I was curious if maybe Iron Golem was weak to curse. I could have tried that out. Maybe you can cut through the 9999 with a Muramasa. Here we go. It's the same in Phase 1 and Phase 2, I believe. Plus HP and weak to thunder. Don't I have Lightning Doll? I just made that up. I completely made that up. Alright. So we have a bulkier Chaos. How much more bulky? I don't know. Might have another Julia situation here. Thank God I found Clint. If only I had Gungnir here, that'd be perfect. Or even Tall Hammer. Okay, it's not that much bulkier. It's like plus 20%. Nice, got a little greedy there. But got the sub 45. This thing has got so much potential. I would love an option to make it even more crazy for max. But this kind of preset I think is good for tournaments where it's not too wild. It's still within certain parameters. But you can get really interesting fights like that Julius boss. Thank you again, Fuse. Now we all have a new way to play.